Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Squaring off today, we have two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Rams going up against the Falcons. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A gain of 3, second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. 2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Here we go.
toss. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is taken at the 18. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They come up in an offset eye. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They'll drop the throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. 89. Gone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
That's caught at the 2. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll set up to throw. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Let's go. Green,
So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some back? And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And quickly they get to the line.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go now. No. Check.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Losing 6 yards there to bring up fourth.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We're getting mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Time for a break. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
We got three. Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the deep.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he fields it cleanly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. We're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's got...
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick.